Hello, ghost hunters! Phasmophobia just released its big update. Stick around to see what is new. We've known for a couple of months now that a big update was coming to Phasmophobia. This update showed up sooner than I would have expected, but now that it's here, what is good? First, the developer finally heard our cries for some speed. It is not a lot, but it is an improvement. Our old sprint speed is now your default walking speed. Now I know almost everyone complained that was still fairly slow, but we actually do sprint now, although for only 3 seconds and with a 5-second cooldown coupled with a lot of heavy panting and breathing. With this speed increase though, the developer has made ghosts accelerate faster when they can see you, and based on how fast my teammates and I have died at the very beginning of a hunt, I would say this is probably too fast. Equipment has changed as well. There's a new item called the D.O.T.S Projector. This is an interesting device that players can place on the floor or walls to cover a wide area with these green dots. To catch this as evidence, players must watch for the ghost to move quickly through the covered area. Because of this new evidence type, ghosts now have had their evidence completely changed, so you may be referring to the journal more frequently. This may be the only new item, but all items except sound sensors received a visual update as well. Most items work the same, but now look different. But there is one item that is missing. The infrared light sensor has been merged with the motion sensor, which in my opinion is a good change. Also, the parabolic mic now is smaller, visually more appealing, and easier to use. Ghost writing is now improved and more interactive as players can visually see the ghost writing in the book. The spirit box now appears differently as well, and the responses you will get from it are also new. Video cameras can be used while inside of a location to check for ghost orbs, and in my opinion, is now the best way to check for orbs. Overall, the equipment changes are great. Every item is now more functional than it was before, with the exception of the Glowstick, which I will touch on later. The developer has introduced 2 new ghost types, the Goryo and the Myling. While the Myling looks like it may very well be an interesting ghost to hunt, the Goryo looks like it might be a pain. Their one saving grace is that they don't really wander and they tend to stick to the area that they are haunting. But based on the journal, getting a photo of it or catching the dots evidence may be more a pain to ghost hunters than we would like. In my experience, the Goryo can be easy to spot if the first evidence you collect happens to be the dots. Once you have seen it scurry through the green dots with a video camera, you can confirm that it is your ghost type without further evidence. On the flip side of this though, if you happen to catch it on the dots without the camera, you can determine that it is not a Goryo. So how has the hunt changed? The most obvious change is that the ghost now makes different sounds while hunting, and these sounds are creepy. Not only does the ghost make more sounds, but it now listens for your equipment as well. So if you're holding equipment during a hunt, it is best to turn it off or to completely get rid of it. It also is now attracted to your flashlight. This means you will have to turn off your flashlight should the ghost be near you while it is hunting. Your equipment is only affected by the ghost when it is nearby. This means you must listen for clues that the hunt is over before leaving your hiding spot. So what else is new and worth mentioning? First, I love the new creepy ghost events. It is no longer just the humming, but a collection of spooky and creepy visual and audio events that are certain to make your ghost hunting more scary. Interactions with things like the salt are now visible. Locations have had some minor changes, but nothing overly noteworthy. Lighting, in my opinion, is overall better. The game certainly has a more polished feel to it. So what parts of the update missed the mark? For me, the most glaring issue was that this update of course came with bugs. At initial release, there were many issues, which within 24 hours or so were mostly cleared up and addressed. Cameras would stop working, ghost writing would appear for some but not others, the parabolic mic was not emitting paranormal sounds, but most of these issues have already been addressed. But there is still a couple of things that I personally feel need some reworking. First, developers made ghosts accelerate faster when players are in sight. They also made it so the ghost waits for less time before hunting, and this unfortunately leads to a lot of very quick hunts resulting in death. While they have attempted to correct this issue, it certainly makes players hesitant to be near where the ghost may likely start a hunt. Second, developers added a head bob option. I know, I do not have to have it on, but why? Head bob is terrible. Were there really players asking for this? Next, we have the Glowstick change. While glow sticks are better now than they were on the first day of the release, they are ultimately not better than they were before this big update. I get that maybe glow sticks should not last the entire hunt, but overall, why are they fading in a 30-minute ghost hunt anyway? What kind of glow stick stopped working after 60 seconds? The spirit box is more confusing now than it was before. While I will say I think the spirit box is overall an improvement, it may be difficult for players to adjust to this change. The spirit box was great for testing your mic and voice recognition before the changes. Now, rather than saying nothing detected, this X will blip on for just a second to let you know that you were heard. I think having the display say nothing detected would have been a better option here. Other than that, the spirit box changes are actually quite good. Overall, this update is great. There are definitely many improvements to the game. The creepiness of the locations and the hauntings is significantly higher than before. With Halloween around the corner, if you have not played Phasmophobia in a while, maybe now is the time to get back into it. And if you have not played at all, no time better than the present to give it a try. I will speculate on one thing regarding Phasmophobia. This update did arrive sooner than I had anticipated. Phasmophobia's 1-year anniversary from its release is in about a month, and Halloween is only a month after that. I would expect that the developer will likely try to have something new for us right around the 1-year anniversary. If I'm right, what would you like to see next in Phasmophobia? Have you tried out the new Phasmophobia? Did you like it, love it, or hate it? Let me know in the comments below what you did or did not enjoy. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, happy hunting.